Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
I was streaming live on this laptop through Ustream.tv and an EVDO connection a few weeks ago, and I had it sitting in the passenger seat pointing at me and pointing out. And I was coming out of a parking garage, and I was handing over the cash to the attendant, and he made the remark, he said, "You know, I had my laptop stolen today." I said, "Really?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Do you know who did it?" He said, "I have no idea." I was like, wow. I said, "Well, next time you might consider possibly putting LoJack on the laptop." He said, "What?" "Well, LoJack, like for the car, only for a laptop. They actually make software and a service that once you install the software on the laptop, if it does get stolen, you basically file a police report, contact LoJack, and then the recovery team basically gives, the LoJack recovery team gives the police force all the information they possibly might need. And now, according to the stats, the recovery team recovers 3 out of 4 stolen computers. So I thought, why am I kind of hoping that something bad won't happen? Shouldn't I be protecting myself? And so when I was at the Mac store today picking up an international adapter for my electrical equipment, I saw that they had a LoJack, and specifically a 3-year subscription for $99. And I'm thinking, you know, I should get this. I mean, I'm going to be traveling a lot more, and I'm always worried that something's going to happen. And more importantly, if something does happen, I would feel a lot better knowing that I had installed and had an active LoJack service, because at least then there is a possibility, a good possibility, that the laptop could be recovered. Because it could be that the common thief wouldn't know a lot about LoJack. I mean, they might, but they just assume that it's not installed. Or they just don't know much about computers at all and see it as a big piece of 17-inch candy, which, of course, this happens to be. So I'm going to be installing this. It's been recommended to me before. I've never actually used it. But now, given that I'm going to be heading to Germany, I'm nervous to begin with. I've never been to Europe. I've never gone. So I'm going to be paranoid to begin with. I know there's probably no reason to be that way, but having something like this there is just going to make me feel a lot more comfortable about going out and about with a laptop. So if you know, or if you've ever had a LoJack service or type of service, it's worked, hasn't worked, or maybe you haven't had the opportunity to take advantage of it in that capacity, I'd be interested in hearing your stories and your feedback on that in particular. For me, I've lost, in the past, I've lost, well, okay, for instance, Ponzi has lost her PSP, she's lost at least one iPod. She loses things because she doesn't mean to, but she misplaces them. Now, a laptop isn't going to be as easily misplaced. It's more likely to be stolen than just, lost in that sense, in the sense that you would accidentally, shove it in a drawer and forget about it. My mom took my iPod to Goodwill. Oh, that's horrible. Oh, that's horrible. I feel sorry for you, but maybe it's maybe now you can get a Zune. Yeah? Yeah, you want a Zune? You want a Zune? Zune make you happy. It make you happy. Well, anyway, I'd be interested in hearing your feedback on LoJack and the types of services. Something that I've recommended before because I know it's helped people in the past, and I want to know how many other people it has helped. I'm going to be installing it here. It's basically you pop in the disk. Now, of course, this is on a Mac. I'm sure it's just as simple on a Windows machine. Of course, the Mac has to be awake. Type in the registration code after visiting a website, and then I guess I'm going to be good to go, and it's going to register this particular laptop on its network so that if something happens, I will be safer knowing that, not completely safe. I mean, something gets stolen, but at least safer in knowing that there's a possibility that I could get this back should it get lost. Anyway, leave your comments, stories, pointers, suggestions for any other type of LoJack service. I mean, this is the brand LoJack, but it's certainly no stranger to helping people recover lost property, including cars. Or, of course, swing by the chat room anytime, day or night, hopefully on your own laptop. Of course, if you've seen Mockage's iPod, he would like it back. Of course, I can't prove that it was his. Anyway, you're welcome to swing by anytime, day or night, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We're chatting all the time about all sorts of stuff, whether it's about hardware, software, the internet, or you can email me if you have a question. I may not be able to get to all the questions and answer them at length, but you can email me, chris@pirillo.com. And, of course, the live stream and live chat is happening at live.pirillo.com. We'll see you later.